Yeah.
Any updates from the second team, guys?
1 second to be good.
1-1.
You and Sam Moore, see if we can just get a little bit of just peeling out, popping out a couple of times. See how that affects them.
So free kick for Petone. Probably a good 10 yards outside the area. Not a bad distance to be able to get the ball up and down with a bit of speed. Pickering over the ball. Been pretty prolific from set piece through pre-season, but he doesn't take, but it is a good strike. Reid Collingwood gets down to turn it around the post. So thanks for bearing with us, everyone that's joined the stream here at Petone Memorial Park. I had a few teething issues to get the audio up and running, but we've seen we've got there. So thanks to everyone scurrying around in the Petone bar with equipment to make sure that we're back up and running. But we are. It's great to be here opening day of the season as Petone take the corner. Just floating it into the far post. Win a header, but Olympic will half clear it. Just to the edge. Call for a handball. I seem to get it. Yellow card for number 10, Halakes. And the Olympic side. Another good opportunity for a set piece here, right on the edge. So obviously we've seen Olympic take the lead kind of midway through this first half through Jack Henry Sinclair at the far post, continuing on his good form from last season. But Petone certainly making a game of this. They've maintained a good amount of possession through this first half. They've been pretty patient in their build-up, not just trying to get them on the counter-attack. I think you can kind of see what new Director of Football Ryan Edwards is bringing into this group. A real sense of belief from chatting to them beforehand. So certainly looking forward to this as an opening game. Pickering seems to have taken responsibility for this one, perhaps. Does take it, but high and over. It's not going to bother Reid Collingwood. So Reid just casually gets us back underway into the feet of Justin Gully. So again, start bringing the ball out. Wellington Olympic through Policevic. Gets it to McKeon out wide. Very tight out there. Kind of a feature of this Petone defensive unit at this stage has been James Nash's recovery tackles heading out to that far side. But he wins another one. And Gould just can't bring down the throw in and turns it over, but you know he's going to chase it back. I think it's going to be a big season for Caelan Gould up there. Obviously, a coaching change with Rupert Kimmies taking over Olympic for this season after being assistant last year. I know their relationship with both Rupert and Caelan is very tight, so I'd expect to see a real confidence in Caelan Gould's play. We saw it towards the end of the last year, and obviously very lucky to call that game with with Miramar where they won the game at the end of the season, and such a wonder strike to win it. And I think he's really going to use that as a springboard into the Central League season. And while we're talking about Rupert, obviously missing today after the surgery on his young child, so all accounts that all came through very well. So Rupert, we wish you well, mate. I know you'll be watching this, so I hope you're enjoying it. Unfortunately, now you've got to hear me talk now that we've got the audio sorted, but I'm sure you won't mind that. Petone on the drive again, Pickering into the area, but a good recovery challenge and out for a corner. This is a really good period for Petone here, really getting on the front foot. Pickering out to take. Look for the quick one, but took the approach just to settle down and make sure the delivery is good. Swings it in. Olympic with a free header though. But Petone get the chance to recycle. Nash on the far side of the park. Great work out on the far side to keep that ball in play. Takes some heavy contact, but throw-in's the call. Right down on the corner flag as Petone get us back involved. Early crossover. But Olympic comfortably control the ball and bring us out. And a free kick. Shearer just doing a bit too much. Referee's not too happy with that, so just a quick free kick. This gets us back underway. Again, Olympic looking to play short, not really looking to take advantage of these free kicks to get it into the area and try to create a chance. They're happy just to get us restarted and playing and look to create chances from open play. Blesvich with a good header that needed to be made. Brooker's touch just a little bit too heavy. And Olympic turn Petone around again. So Nash looking long, but was happy to check back inside. This is good from Petone. Comfortable in position. Pickering will drop short to receive. And a nice little touch around the corner into Shearer. Those two link up again, and for a third time. Now they look for the delivery, and good flick onto the back post from Brooker, but it might just be a little too much. And out for a goal kick. But again, another good period here for Petone. So again, Reed Collingwood, just happy to roll it out through Plesevic or Gully. Just comfortably working it out from the back here, Olympic. Petone seems to be pretty well organised, ready to press on that ball when it finally does come inside. Although having said that, Olympic have just beaten that press. As McKeown comes forward. Time to get his head up, and he picks a pass through to Gould's feet. But Olympic do maintain position through a throw-in. Again, Mario, of course, welcome back to the club through the summer. Plesevic drives forward. Gould's always a willing recipient when those defenders drive forward, but a little bit over-aggressive after that touch, and it's all getting a little bit tetchy. But Tony can just take the sting out of it, get the ball on the deck. But I'm sure There's been a few words spoken here. Anthony Riley, from personal experience, not one to take that sort of chat once it crosses a line, so he's make sure that he stamps this out nice and early. Just tell him to calm down. I'm just waiting for Jordan Pickering here to get us back underway. Good to see Jordan out there. He's had a few years of injuries, or a lot of missed games over the last couple of seasons, so good to see him back out there for the start of the 2022 Central League season. Plesevic, a lot of time to bring it out from the bat. Not a huge amount of movement forward here for Olympic, so they're just going to have to keep going back into midfield and defence when they need to. This is why the timing of the Petone press is going to be really important to try to turn that ball over and turn it into a chance. Pickering a little over-eager on the press, but gets a little talking to, but Jack Henry Sinclair now has found a little bit of space in the corner. Not too sure whether it's a cross or a shot, but it was kind of floating into that top corner on the near side. Stapleton with a comfortable save. Petone get us moving forward again, and again it's comfortable from Petone. They're happy to keep position here. Just moving the ball out to the right hand side, trying to open up a little bit of space. Again, good ball inside, straight back outside. That's where their space is going to be. Now they've got a good opportunity here if they can get a ball across. Gully wins the first header, dropped to Shearer, but one out of it. Might have been a bit of a clash of heads. So referee Riley just wants to double check that he's okay. Which is always the safest thing to do in those scenarios, and it would just be a drop ball. A little bit of confusion here around how they're going to get this restarted. Should be fairly straightforward. Drop ball to Plesevic and away we go. Good raking ball forward here. But comfortable out for a throw-in before he tried to play it to put it out for a goal kick. So Petone will start with a throw-in. But certainly an interesting start to the Central League season for this year. Obviously late changes with Wairarapa United pulling out of the league and Wellington United, who we saw actually on the Cello Sport broadcast of those two playoff games, so cruelly beaten late by Havelock North. So both those sides in the playoff last year promoted in the end. And then a lot of changes through different clubs. Lower Hutt now playing in the league as the Phoenix Academy, and a lot of change out at Western Suburbs. So it's going to be really open now. You know, I think most people expect that Miramar and Olympic are going to be kind of the front runners and the ones expected to lead the way. Obviously the Phoenix will have their place in the National League assured in the summer, so it's going to be really hot competition for that last playoff place, and I think that's where a lot of the interest is going to be in this league as the season goes on. But a little bit scrappy through the middle. Petone get themselves a free kick just off the edge of the circle. Pickering will get us away quickly. So Harmy will put this up in midfield. Usually looks to be positive and go forward, and he does. Pickering again into a good spot, just turning the ball around the corner, but Petone can't maintain the ball, and Gould's coming to receive for Olympic. This is a common theme. Gould dropping in short, looking to get Jack Henry Sinclair in on the outside. He's received it back. Delivery from the outside, just a little flick on header. Fortunately for Petone, it doesn't fall anywhere too dangerous. But DeMario with the ball at his feet now. Back to Henry Sinclair out wide. Great delivery. Caelan Gould with a free header, should be two. I think Petone's done slightly fortunate to avoid a second one there. Would have been a bit of a sucker punch after having much of the last kind of 5 or 10 minutes. But I know Kalen Gould will be expecting to bury that from that kind of range. But again, Demario brings the ball forward, lays it off to Gully. Olympic really monopolising this right-hand side of the park. Looking to switch the plate. Let's go out for a rare foray down the left. But Pelesevic will get it at centre back. Just drive it back across this right-hand side with Gully. Look for Kalen Gould to drop in here, which he does. Gets it on the turn this time. We'll look for a strike at the edge. No. Opens his body and goes out wide. Shot from outside the area, just sliced fairly horribly, which will allow Shearer to come and get it. Petone will be able to calm things down here with a throw in. Back to Jordan Pickering. Nash happy to drive out from right back. Just not too clinical in his distribution there. But Petone able to win the ball back. Calls from Olympic for a free kick, but not heard from Riley, but they win the ball back from their next delivery anyway. Again, Gulcho short and then spins away, so Gully takes the space. Again, lots of touches for Gully at centre back. Sitting a little bit higher than he usually do. But as you can see, as the ball comes out here through Collingwood and Pelesevic, Tamario's dropped into that centre back role to allow him to move forward. Let's just swap him back now as the play moves into the Petone 18-yard box. Great little run and cut back. Bazookas can't take control of it though, so Petone can bring us away. Not huge numbers here for a quick counter-attack, so they have to go long into a 2v1 scenario against them. Just wasn't the numbers around the ball to be able to build position out there. Gully again with space to move into. Tries to find Gould, but Pickering picks it up well. Slides a nice ball in behind. Harmy just with a nice little 1-2 in midfield. Gets it further out wide. Harmy again wants to go forward. Tony putting it at risk, but able to maintain position. Although they are going backwards a little bit in this phase. Really looking to use McMinn as that platform. Pickering's always starting high to drop in. This time he goes in beyond, but Pelesevic wins the first header. Demario safe in position. Back to Sinclair. Great delivery out. Good timing of the run. Petone going to defend well on the recovery here. They win the first challenge, but can't get the ball back. Ball hung out to the back post. But Shea Stapleton did a good job. Come off his line. Nice and calm. And again, looking for the play out to get us back underway. Certainly been a match as we approach half time. A match where both sides are trying to do the right thing in terms of the play out, trying to go from back to front through the thirds. Soft little giveaway for Olympic here, which allows Petone forward. Can't capitalise. Nash gets us back underway with Harmy. Good little ball through the thirds, rides a couple of challenges. Gully strongly out of the back. Wins the free kick out of that 50-50. So yeah, neither of these two teams really looking to get at it on a quick counter-attack. Both happy to win the ball and try to maintain possession, which is quite an interesting watch. Just seeing how they're trying to break down the other and get the ball into wide areas. Olympic's probably been the most proficient at that by having Sinclair out this side. But Shearer wins it into Pickering's feet, and that's half time. So a really interesting first half. Again, everyone that's kind of joined the stream, we appreciate you joining and checking out what's happening in the first round of Central League for 2022. Apologies for the initial sound problems that we had, but we seem to have those resolved now, so we'll be able to bring you the proper full coverage for the second half. It's an interesting half of football. I kind of trying to put myself in the shoes of the two coaches and what they'll be thinking going into the break. I don't think either will be too disappointed. I mean, clearly Olympic will be happy that they've got the lead and that they took around the 17th minute through Jack Henry Sinclair. Probably could have had another one, a really good clear chance for Killen Gould when he's put his header just over the bar. But other than that, they've looked pretty sound at the back. They haven't coughed up too many big chances for Petone. I can't think really of any real work that Reid Collins had to do through this first period. But Petone, I mean, I think they'll be fairly happy with their start too to this game. They've obviously been put under pressure, but a side like Olympic is going to put you under pressure. They've got such good players. But they've worked well. The movement's been good. McMinn and Pickering have interchanged well around leading that line and dropping out to receive and taking each other's spaces. And they have caused problems and they have got into the right areas. It's really there for them now about what chances can they create on the back of those, on the back of that position, because they have certainly had a lot of the ball. So, interesting second half coming up. Who's going to really set the marker down for the start of the Central League season? Obviously, Olympic want to start their title defence with a win. If Petone can get something out of this game from a losing position at half time, I'm sure they'll be delighted. But certainly interesting second half ahead, so we look forward to joining you then. Welcome back to Petone Memorial Park here in the sunny Hutt Valley. Second period just getting us back underway now. Hame just sends a long ball into the corner and Olympic can bring us out. So both teams had a good opportunity for a quick 15-minute break.
Sub for Wellington Olympic. Jaeger Scott Greenfield's gone for number 8 Samuel Wall.
So, as we're reliably informed, Olympic making a half-time change, where Jaeger Scott Greenfield has come on for Sam Wall. So whether that was a tactical change for Olympic or just a bit of a niggle through the break. But Jaeger Scott Greenfield, who played for a number of years here at Petone, get the opportunity to impress against his former side as the ball comes into Killian Gould. Looks to get it across the face. But free kick given. So Petone will be really looking to start solidly in the second half. Last thing they want to do is give away any kind of early chances. As Henry Sinclair strikes with the edge. Shea put a bit of a dive in, but I think he was fairly comfortable that was going wide. But just as we were saying, at Petone, they just won't want to give up any early chances here to the strong Olympic side and find themselves 2 down and give them a bit of a mountain to climb for the second period. Again, Olympic on the drive forward, looking for a ball into the area. James Nash with a good header at the expense of a corner, but certainly needed to make that headed clearance. The first set piece here for Wellington Olympic at the start of the second half. So Sinclair to take. Drives one near post. And put home. Just what we were saying Petone wanted to avoid. Just a good delivery to that near post. Gets up with a little flick header. And Olympic find themselves 2 goals to the good. So Petone 3 minutes into the second period.
Number 6 Tor Devonport Patterson.
Gonna have to settle themselves now, get themselves back into this match. Shearer takes it wide into that left-hand side, wins himself a throw-in. Gets the ball back, but coughed it up for an Olympic throw-in. So Olympic will be delighted with that start to the second period. After a fairly even first half, where they took that 1 goal lead through, able to double that so quickly into the second half. Gully to Pilicevic again. Common theme. Bazakis looks to drop short to receive it. Ball goes over the top. Brave header from Pickering, gets the advantage. Allows Petone to drive forward. McMinn back to goal, so he comes back. And Stapleton with a longer range clearance. Pilicevic wins the first header. McKeown the second. And comfortably through to the goalkeeper. Stapleton Longer range again. Just given away. But Petone looked like they might have been knocked off that build-up phase a little bit, or whether there was an instruction from Ryan Edwards at the break. But seem to have gone there a little longer range in the second half. Although we're still only kind of 5 minutes into that phase, so might just be the resettling of themselves after conceding that second goal. Pickering gets us back underway. Finding a little bit of space down this left-hand side. But well closed down from Olympic. And they're looking to move the ball forward first. So a little bit of a scrappy period here starting the second half. Obviously the early goal was kind of shaking things up a bit. But both sides looking to come forward a little bit quicker than we saw in the first half. But just losing a little bit of the pattern of play. But Demario gets the ball forward. Bazakis looks to square his man up. Nash does well initially in a 1v1 scenario. Holds him up well. Petone defend that moment competently. I mean, Olympic have to come back out. So Tor Davenport-Peters, a goal scorer, finds a space out wide. Another good clearance at the front post there by Jordan Pickering out for another corner. But let's get the sense Olympic here, turning the screw a little bit. Third goal would be a killer. With still so long to go in the second half. The goal came from that strong delivery to the near post. This time they go a little bit deeper out to the back. Petone get a touch on it, but can't get a full clearance on it. So it's just a corner to the other side. Just where they scored the goal from. So I'm sure Jack Henry Sinclair will be thinking about a similar delivery here. See if Tor makes the same run. He does across the face. This time it's a little bit lower. Petone able to get the first clearance on, win the second header, and clear it. Trying to find McMahon to see if he can hold the play up. A little bit loose going back to the goalkeeper. But Collingwood does enough on the recovery just to clear the danger at the expense of a throw-in. Petone just looking to up the ante a little bit here. Demario goes to ground. Only gets half touch of the ball, but Petone can maintain it. Just trying to change the angle here. But come again down this right-hand side. That ball's just going to be too straight to the touchline. And comfortably out. So it looks like Pulisic is just going to take this short again. Again, I'd expect to see Olympic become even more patient with this 2-goal lead. Gould looks to make the run. Skipped out first time, he might get it second time. Gets a bit of contact, but look like 50-50. Second ball on the field. So it's just dropped it to Shea Stapleton's feet. So he can pick this up if he wants to. It's taking his time. Pickering coming really deep to receive, to help in the play out there. Callum Brooker, the nearest one to apply pressure. do get the press, but they leave the space in behind. Must have been a good line from Petone back four. Again here, Petone, just comfortable and moving the ball from the back line into midfield and back again. As this time ticks away, though, they're going to have to start thinking about how they can hurt Olympic a little bit further beyond. If they want to get something out of this game, they're going to have to start creating some chances. I think it's that top third that might see a little bit more out of Callum Brooker or McMinn, trying to get that link up higher up the park, trying to create a goal or two. Because you get the sense, the way Olympic have started this half, they're going to create another decent opportunity or two themselves. Shape, just happy to delay, draw the striker in before he gets the ball back underway. Just gives a little bit of space to the Petone back four to work in, but just gets too tight as they go down that touchline. So now Petone start to get this press on. Allowed Demario to turn though and get out of trouble. So if he moves it, he could find a little bit of space, and he does with Sinclair on that right-hand side. Feeds Gould. Lino's happy with it. Good strike. First one saved. But it drops to Gianni. So Olympic did a good job there. Petone set up to press. They got right in their face. As soon as that first press got avoided, there was plenty of space out on that right-hand side. A good little play in behind.
Goal for Olympic, Gianni, number 10.
So McMinn wins the header. Trying to get something positive started for Petone here. And they're starting to spark a way back into this match. A little bit tough on Devonport Peters there. Cut inside, wasn't too much contact. But free kick given nonetheless. Pickering will play it short. Now they get into these areas, they need a delivery. Only had Brooker in the penalty area originally. McMinn was slow to join in support. But just gets too tight, and Olympic can move it forward away. Nash wins the first header, but it's just coming straight back at them. Harmy with a good one in midfield. Looks like Petone are readying a change. Gully strong on the challenge again. Wins it and moves it forward into acres of space here. Gould the same. So these counter-attacking opportunities now are going to become more and more critical for both sides of Petone. They're going to have to commit the numbers forward, trying to get back in this game and make sure they're not leaving themselves too exposed at the back. So the likes of Bazookas and will just thrive in the space with the speed. Flag on the near side, offside. He's come back from offside position to bring that ball down. That'll be frustrating when you've got that clear view across. But Petone just getting this change ready to come on. And it looks like Loughran is the player to come on. And it might be Czech on the far side, making way. So, play switch to McKeown. Good ball through again. Stapleton does well to get off his line. Harmy wins it in midfield into Brooker's feet. Back into Pickering. And Golden, plenty of room to drive forward. Bazookas outside. Defensive header from Jordan Pickering looked like it was going to cause a few problems, but it's a header that needed to be made. Sent it back past his near post. But another dangerous set piece opportunity here for Wellington Olympic. So Sinclair comes to take. Gould looks to show the short option and he'll receive it. Nash with a good first header clear. Just bobbling through. Plesevic got it at his feet, trying to create something. And Stapleton gets a hand on it. Out for a corner on the far side. So Ryan Edwards looks to be preparing another change. So young Josh Satorski looks to be joining the fray here for Petone shortly. Pickering just tries to go around the corner, but it's just too tight. Gould tries to find Bazookas, but easily through to Stapleton, who gets us rolling back out down this right-hand side. Trying to find Brooker in behind. He's going to have to get past a couple, including Justin Gully. But Gully comfortably get to the goalkeeper. McMahon doing the hard work of pressing on his own. Olympic beat the first press, start to come out and play. Looks like a foul. And it's given. So it's the last play for Callum Brooker. So he comes off, and Josh Satorski. So Cal put himself about up there. Didn't have a huge say in the match. Didn't get enough touches really in that front third to really put his mark on it. So we'll see if the youngster can put a bit more energy there. His first touch is good. Wins it through the challenge. Harmy really battling on that far side. And just a throw into Olympic. And killing Gould again on the drive forward. Stapleton does well to come out and claim. Tony again trying to get the play out. It's very tight in those areas. This time the longer range gets picked up as well. Really struggling to find a range of pass that's hurting Olympic now. Getting under lots of pressure in their own third, but haven't got enough numbers up there when they go longer. Flag goes up on the far side. Bazookas thought he was clear for a second, but has to get dragged back. Be a Petone free kick about 25 yards out. Again, Petone with a short option into pretty heavy traffic. Now she'll want to switch this out. Zatorski shows the option beyond. It's a little bit too tight for Olympic. Thrown for Petone. Again, Torski does well to ride the first challenge. Delivery into the box. Lots of pressure here. And the free kick relieves all the pressure. So Petone really seem to put that press a little bit higher and a little bit more aggressive. Don't want to keep allowing Olympic the opportunity to play out. Keown tucks in. Getting back to keeper. First touch from Reed. Takes him closer to his ball than he would have liked. Makes that second touch harder to get out of his feet. So coughs up the throw in. McMinn on the turn. Just can't find an angle for a pass. So Olympic pick it up. To Mario again. Brings it out for Tor. Good pass into a wide area. No foul given. I think the advantage played. Oh, there's more space on the far side if they could get under their feet. But good movement here from Petone, trying to get it behind Olympic on a rare occasion. Zatorski's had a nice few touches since coming on. This is where Petone need to make sure they don't cough anything away. Jordan Pickering got beat. Came back and made the challenge. So should pick up a booking for that and does. Kind of had to make that challenge once he got beat. Free kick. Good area of the park here for Olympic. Certainly be looking for a strike on target from this range. Riley just making sure that the wall is back the full 10. McKeown and Tor Davenport Peters both eyeing this up. I've got a feeling this will be McKeown's strike from here. Tor over the top, through the wall, or alongside the wall, but nothing too dramatic for Shea to pick up. Goes for the longer throw, trying to get Petone back moving forward again. McMahon again drops into a good area to receive. Now he needs to get back up and support. Shearer does well, beats his man. Drives towards Pilicevic. Good little slip ball in behind for Satorski. Olympic do well to cover up the space and then could break down. Gould again, just constantly looks to receive and drive. Reluctantly gives it backwards. Olympic finding space now in Petone's third. Gould links up out left-hand side. Looking for a delivery here. Free header for Pickering. Tore Devonport Peters. Just steps through, hits through the ball. Good technique, kept it down. Just a little off target. Would have been a hell of a strike if that was on target. Stapleton's delivery straight out of play. This means the pressure's just coming back on them even more. It's been to the last 20 minutes of this game. Gould goes through. Skips it round the keeper. Was offside. No complaints though, so he must be fairly confident he was offside. Petone starting from deep again inside their own 18-yard box. First ball from Stapleton. Doesn't clear to Mario, so just puts more pressure on Petone back in their 18-yard box, but they do manage to recycle it out. Pickering will look to get him moving forward, but it's a little wayward. Turning position over again. Plesevic through to McKeown again. Good check run, trying to get him behind. Is able to bring it down. Nash probably overcommits his touch. Probably fortunate to get the throw-in call there. Could have been a free kick on another date, but they'll take it. McMahon with a good turn in midfield. Just runs out of support, but the tackle does fall to Pickering. Gould with freedom again. Finds Devonport Peters going into the box. Good ball across. Good strike. Bazookas again. Stapleton stay big. Got legs on it to get it away. Good switch from Pickering. Allows Petone to clear some of that space from their own half. Great ball over the top. Back post to Pickering, who puts the chip in. Wonderful goal. Great couple of touches from Pickers there. It was a great angle ball, able to bring the ball down on one touch, lob the keeper with a second. Could add a little bit of late tension into this one. I think Olympic felt that they were cruising at 3. Sam Pickering gets Petone back into it. Just shows what this game can do. Olympic had a great chance through Bazookas, but it was saved from Stapleton at close range. Goes straight down the other end and potentially get themselves back into this one. Probably good reward for Sam there, for his endeavours. Worked pretty hard to try to drop in and receive most of the day and get his team driving forward. So McMinn tries to pressure Collingwood. And again, clearance is turned over. So Storsky with a good touch. And Petone do enough to win a free kick. So Anthony Riley not too happy here. It's called over Justin Gully, whether it's something that he's said or something across the board from his team he's not happy with. And McMinn tries to find Pickering again. So it's picked up. Gould's offside, so he doesn't chase it. The energy levels just seems to have picked up a little bit from the chat on the ground. Tony can sniff that they've got a chance to put a bit more pressure on this one. Again, Collingwood's touch just ends up a little bit behind him. Means he can just recover, but this time they do it well. And Gould drives. Great timing on the pass out to the right-hand side. And straight away, Olympic get their 3-goal cushion back. Jack Henry Sinclair has been just a constant threat down that right-hand side. The link-up play between himself and Gould all day has been a bit of a picture to watch.
Goal for Olympic, Jack Henry Sinclair.
So just a change here for Wellington Olympic. Seeing Buckley come on.
Luca Barfield for Devon Thurston for Olympic.
Petone with a crossfield ball again. Just recycle it to the edge of the area. Ball to the back post. It just avoids everybody. So Collingwood again just trying to link in with the centre backs. But Blesvich's ball out is intercepted. Petone just trying to get possession back here. Look to fashion themselves another chance. Nash gets close down by Gould. Gould nearly got it off him first time and second time. Mario does the right thing, takes the pressure out of the situation. It's getting pretty combative in there. Able to recycle it through. Of course, Olympic in no great rush now. They've got that 3-goal cushion back. Took the sting out of that quick resurgence from Petone. Again, it's another great ball through. Gianni just couldn't find a space to make a strike on target there. Devonport Peters does well to win the ball back. But Olympic just comfortable moving the ball. Found Jack Henry Sinclair in the wide area again. Ball inside, only falls to Gould on the edge. Flashed across the face, no one on the end of it. But Olympic continuing to make chances here. Petone just struggled all day to deal with those late runs. Down that right-hand side. Real threat with Gould and Jack Henry Sinclair linking up out there. Demario just muscled off it. Pickering just can't clear his feet. Pass was just too straight at him. Gould can drive into the area. Goes around the keeper. Unselfish. Really unselfish as he goes around the keeper. An Olympic at a 5th.
Goal for Olympic, Callum Gould, number 9.
So into the last 9 minutes now. Petone just looking to get something away. Shearich pressure McKeown. Back to the goalkeeper. They want to pressure this. And they do, and they nearly benefit. Collingwood probably a little bit more comfortable going in that longer range. They do win the second phase ball here, Olympic. As Sinclair drives forward for Bazookas. Good little turn on the area. Should fall Gould. Good first save from Stapleton. Not too sure whether he's just got a foul because the keeper had it. There was no flag on the far side. But great movement through from Olympic again. Stapleton did well on the first save. Not quite sure he had enough control there to get the free kick on the second phase. But looks like a couple of changes here for Petone coming up. Luke Grinley coming on. And Eastwood coming on as well. And it looks like Harmy's coming off. And also McMinn. Gould again with space on the edge, strikes from distance, but comfortably through to Stapleton.
Kieran McMinn.
Caelan Gould through again. Side netting. He's put a power of work in. He chased that back 30 yards to turn that ball over near the touchline and ended up driving in for the strike on target. Just hasn't stopped.
Wellington Olympic is Rioja. Is coming on for Gianni Bazookas.
So off comes Bazookas. Another strong performance. Real threat in that front end for Wellington Olympic. It's going to cause a lot of problems for a lot of teams through this year. Earns himself a 5-minute break. McKeown on the turn. Tony again do well to crowd the ball, win the ball back, but loosely given away. In the mood Olympic in, they could punish. Again, loose delivery through to Stapleton. So as you'd expect, a first round game, a little bit scrappy to finish. A few changes being made and a few tied bodies. It's always intensity always takes a big jump up for first league game of the season compared with anything you've played in pre-season. So it's these moments where you've really got to work hard to get back and make sure that you're doing the right thing for your teammates. At 5-1 for Olympic, it's just about seeing this out now and making sure that if they can add another one, great, but they just don't want to give up any late changes or any late goals here. Petone will have an eye on next week up in Napier, where they'll be looking for a quick bounce back. They'll get a few players back, obviously missing a couple today with COVID and a carryover suspension for 5 cards, which I always find funny. Tony, just patient on the play out now. So Zatorski again applying good pressure. He's looked good since he's come on. A comfortable free kick. Goals won't take too long to take that. In fact, he won't take it at all. Plesevic will. He'll clip it into the corner. Look for McKeown. He'll maintain possession via a throw-in to Petone. Just trying to get the ball back now. Olympic will be happy to eke out the remaining minutes of this, as we get into the last 3 minutes plus stoppages. Gully with a good ball forward to Tor. Gets it back. Called with a nice little touch through again. That link-up play again, a feature of their play today. Ryoga finds McKeown. Happy to come backwards. So of course the big miss really. There's a couple of players missing for Olympic today. Obviously you've got Reed Collingwood starting out in goal with Basale not yet available, and Ben Mata of course is away with the Cook Islands team at the World Cup the OFC qualifiers. But Petone now, can they salvage something late here? Pickering running in behind. He has received it. Referee playing advantage. It's a good advantage played there. Pickering did maintain possession, but he ran himself into the corner with a couple of defenders coming, so decent amount of time waited. He's come back and given the free kick, give Petone a late chance to get something into the box, see if they can get themselves get a second goal on that new scoreboard they've got over there. So Anthony Riley gets us back underway. Free kick taken quickly. Back to Pickering. We'll look for a delivery here. Zatorski. Opens the play out well. Ball into the back post. First header, well won by Olympic. Pickering and Grinley compete for the same ball. Grinley does well to get this one around the corner. But Olympic swarm and get it clear well. Devonport Peters, again, not in a rush. They're happy to eke this time out. But can't hold it. Soft giveaway. Allows Shearer to get into the area. James Nash still trying to drive his players forward. Shearer, good movement again. They just can't get through that back line again. Grinley with a soft one. Just relieves kind of any pressure that Olympic were under. It's going to allow them to get on the ball and play this ball out. Let's run to referee's time now. Oh, another soft touch from Collingwood. Tony unfortunately just couldn't capitalise on that chance. Olympic managed to get the ball forward and win themselves a free kick on halfway. A little bit clumsy from James Nash, making the challenge in the back four. Nash with the clearance again. Pickering looked to bring the ball under now. Gould's closing him down. Does enough. Tamara does well under pressure. Finds Gould. Rides the first challenge well. Skips himself clear. Tries to find Sinclair again out that far side. Just can't get the distance on it. Stapleton tries to get the boys going forward. Just gets overhit slightly. Out for an Olympic throw. It's been to the 3rd minute of referee's time. Quite a few changes and goals in this period, so we'll see how long he adds on. They usually stick with the 3-minute add-ons. So Olympic maintain position via a throw-in again. Keown finds Gould. Gould again down that right-hand side. Delivery to the back post. Had Shea worried, but went out to the roof of the net. That's full time for the opening fixture of Central League 2022. Where Olympic... So Olympic, defending champs, has started their defence strongly with a strong 5-1 result here. It was tight in the first half. They went in 1-0 at the break, and it was pretty even settings throughout. Really, the Olympic probably created the better chances. Petone never really created too much in that first half, but they had enough about them to really compete. Second half, there's a couple of early goals took this game away from Petone, and even when they got themselves back into it, by scoring a great goal from Sam Pickering, it just got taken away pretty much immediately with a quick 4th and 5th goal. And Olympic able to kind of ride that out to the end. So it'll be to see what happens in the next few rounds. Petone, I know, heading away to Napier for next weekend. So it'll be a good opportunity for them to get a good bounce back on. So I don't think Petone should be too disheartened. They come up against a good side that's primed to go back into that Summer National League That's kind of their target. That's the expectation sitting on the Olympic shoulders now. Petone really just trying to set themselves a good base. Make sure that they're targeting for that 4th place spot. That last spot into that Summer League, which would be a huge achievement for Petone, but I'm sure they can get there. But everyone that's tuned in for the game today, we thanks for tuning into Cello Sport, for watching this match, and we look forward to bringing you plenty more sport through the winter. So thanks again for joining in, and we look forward to catching up with you all soon.